Ali here from Digital Think Live with Mark Helton, who a lot of you guys already know from a product called Hot Prospector, which we launched last year. And we're here today to talk about a new product called LeadDump, and it's a very good tool. We're gonna talk about it. So let's take a few minutes for everybody to join, and then we'll go from there. So if you can hear our voices, if you have any issues, please let us know. I see already some people joined very fast. That's good. And yeah, so can you hear my voice, guys? Tell us. And then for Mac, the same. Welcome, Mac, to the show, to the demo show. Hi, hi. Okay, good. I hear comments coming. I see comments. Yeah. Okay, let's hear your voice.
Hello.
Do you guys hear? What about Mac? Yeah. What about for your voice? Maybe you have to say something. I don't think they.
Hi, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay,
Testing one, two,
everybody.
three.
Okay, good, good, excellent, excellent. Okay, we're not gonna waste your time. We'll have a good, session here. We'll do the demo. We'll go through the product, and so I'm gonna let Mark, who is the founder also of this product. Actually, the product came as a result of the needs of those people who bought Hot Prospector. Okay, so these are the suggestions that came forward. People wanted a way to generate leads, and then Mark talked to his team, and they had this idea what they were gonna come up with something, and it's a very simple, beautiful tool. So let's talk about it. Welcome, Mark. Tell us about
Hey.
the tool. Yeah.
Yeah, well, first off, again, thanks, Mohammed, for having us here again. I like so much what we all of the ideas that we got from working with your community last time, and it was a lot of fun. People making me think of things that I never thought of, helping me to improve our, you know, processes and even some of the development processes that we have. So it's very nice to get fresh ideas. So today, what I want to do is talk about how we have solved a big problem that a lot of users have struggled with over the last many years, actually, which is just generating leads, having somebody that they can reach out to, having somebody that wants what they have. And so, yeah, that's what we're doing today. We're going to take a moment to show you how you can generate leads, and I'll even talk about some of the strategies that I'm using with these leads to generate business. I've already used those leads in my own campaigns and have generated tens of thousands of dollars just in the last 3 months of using them. So, hopefully, if anybody wants, I can tell them some ways that they can use those leads to make some money.
Excellent, excellent. So let's take a look. Maybe if you want to share your screen, I can definitely share that. Take a look.
Yes, if I remember last time, I had to disable my camera every time I would do the sharing because it would cause some issues. So I'm gonna just do that.
Okay.
Let me disable my camera and hmm,
And you have a share screen.
it looks like they changed it, huh?
Uh-huh.
Looks like they've changed this thing.
There is the share screen is the third button. You have the mic, you
Yeah,
have the camera, and then
yeah,
the screen. Yeah.
yeah. I see that. I'm just changing. There we go. So you see my screen now, right?
Right. Yep. Yep. I see your screen.
Okay, awesome. So, yeah, so basically what we wanted to do was build something that would allow us to not just find leads,
Hmm.
but would allow us to find higher quality leads. So that's the goal here.
You have your
There
screen, you have your Google. No, you have your browser or your screen blurred right now, right?
no.
You have a blurring on it. Whatever you
Mm,
use for blurring, it's also blurring your screen for your background.
I don't know how that's possible.
Yeah. Do you guys see the okay? Show us your website. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe everybody can talk, can see. I see. Yeah. You have a blur on the background. So maybe you can remove the blurring thing that you used for your background.
Uh,
Yeah, now it's clear.
Now it's clear. I didn't
Yeah.
do anything.
Oh, okay. Okay, maybe it was loading then. Okay.
Yeah.
Now it's clear. Okay, good.
Okay, cool. So yeah, what's weird too, by the way, is you froze as well. So I just think this thing takes some bandwidth on the memory or something.
Hmm. It's not.
Anyway, so yeah, like I said, I wanted to build something that would allow us to find higher quality leads, leads that were people that wanted what I had versus just like a large list of leads. I won't go in and say some of the competitors' names, but there are some tools out there where you can sign up and they do lead searching somehow, and they're supposed to find not just the business name, but they also find or the business name and number and website, but they find other things out like their if they have SEO plugins, if they have a website that's been if they have SSL, if they have a mobile responsive website, a bunch
Mhm.
of things like that. I won't go into the competitors' names because I don't want to say anything
Right.
about them. But what I've noticed about those types of tools is that they provide you with a whole bunch of data.
Hmm.
But the problem is, majority of that data is not good.
Right.
It's in the wrong categories. Um, it's old, outdated information. The people are no longer in business, or just a ton of different things. And for us, I personally do a lot of calls, but we
Hmm.
also send some emails. But
Right.
the calls is a big part of what I do, and there's nothing worse than paying one of my appointment setters to be making phone calls on leads, and they're not in business or it's the wrong list. So
Right.
for me, it was really important to have a list of high quality leads. I am always been a huge um, proponent of quality,
Hmm.
not quantity. I
Right.
don't want to have a bunch of leads. I want to have a bunch of people that I can reach out to, or I want to have a little bit of people that I can reach out to that really are a good fit.
Right.
Hopefully, here everybody is kind of in the same. I think everybody is probably in the same mindset.
Mhm.
So I thought to myself, like, where is the very best place to go to find those types of leads? Well, obviously Google, right? Anybody is on Google. So if you're not on Google, then I
So
don't
when
think,
you say Google, are you saying Google my business?
yeah. So just to give you an idea, right? Like if I go to Google
Mhm.
and I type in Las Vegas, we'll say, I don't know, pest control.
Okay.
Okay. So if I wanted to work with pest control companies, I can go here to Google and I can see all of the people that are, in the local area that have that offer pest control services, right? Looks like Google kind of made some changes. Let's say pest control company. Here we go. So if I type in pest control companies, you can see here the list of the Google Maps area where all of the businesses are.
Right.
So, I know for sure if I look at this Google Maps, all
Mhm.
of these people
Mhm.
are people who are in business, and at least for the first couple of pages here, they're in business and they want business,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
And so basically what I'm doing
Mhm.
is I'm going out and searching this particular area
Mhm.
for people who want what we have,
Right.
right? Now, the old fashioned way obviously is to go to every one of these sites and try to find those individuals.
Right.
Um, but obviously that takes a lot of time. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? And so what we did was we went and built a extension that helps us to do that. It helps us to harvest those numbers and find the people that are listed inside of this Google Maps.
Right.
Now, in addition to finding the information from these individuals, like listing here inside of Google, there's other info that we wanted to be able to have about these businesses that you can only find if you go to their website. So for example, if I were to go to this website and look at the website, I might be able to find their email address.
Mhm.
I might be able to find their, if their site is mobile responsive, I might be able to find if, they have certain characteristics like, if they have a Google Analytics, uh, what do you call it, cookie, right? If they're using the Chrome, or not Chrome, but Facebook, if they
Right.
have the Pixel for Facebook, any of those types of things,
Mhm.
you could find some of those different things on these websites when you go to them, right?
Right.
So what we did was when we built this extension, we also made it so when it grabs all of this information, it's going to our server and we're searching that website. We're kind of scraping that website to find out all of these other little things.
Mhm.
Then once those leads are pulled down,
Right.
they are, let me just go into the back office here.
Mhm.
Once the system is, let me go and log into one of my,
You had a lot of leads there. That's your account.
yeah, let me, give me 1 second here. There we go. So once you've pulled the leads,
Right.
you'll have the ability to see all of the different pieces of information that it grabbed. Things like the reviews, things like whether their website is SSL, if it has a Facebook, a Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, or YouTube, if they're
Mhm.
using the Facebook or Google Pixel,
Right.
um, and like some other different things. If they have an email address on there, and then some other stuff as well that doesn't show up on there is it's mobile friendly. Um, are they using WordPress?
Mhm.
We're actually working on an ADA compliance piece, which is going to probably be live here soon. Right now, you can manually update these things. By the way, we also wanted this to kind of be like a little mini CRM. So if you wanted to come into this lead and update it and add notes after you contacted the lead, you could.
Right.
But you could see things like how long they've been in business and all of that information in here as well.
Mhm.
Okay. So that's basically how this whole thing works. But again, I wanted to make it simple and easy for the user to be able to harvest this information. So yeah.
And then so how do you bring the leads into the before you exit the screen sharing? How do you bring the leads into the CRM?
Yeah, so bringing the leads into the system. Actually, give me 1 second. I wanted to stop it just for a second because I'm having some Chrome issues here. Give me 1 sec. I might have to switch computers.
Mhm.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Any questions while I guess we're doing
Yeah,
this? I
guys, if you have
apologize.
any questions you can ask. There's a lot of good questions you can ask. But while he's looking for it, let me actually share my screen and show you how the deal looks like. Um, I can turn this around to show you guys my screen. So the deal is structured, right? Let's see. So let's go here. Okay, let's go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Yes.
Yeah. Can I share my screen?
Okay, yeah, if you're ready, go ahead then.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. I was having some issues with my Chrome, so I wanted to make sure everything was working. But let me.
perfect.
Yeah. So here, what you can see. Can you see my screen?
Yep,
Or is it blurred?
it's coming up. I think it's a bandwidth thing maybe. It's loading. It's loading. It's gonna take a minute.
Can you see it now?
Not yet. Uh, do you guys see it? If you can see, please let me know. It's a
I
little.
still see. I still. You guys are froze on my side. So
Yeah. Once the freezing stops, maybe it will. Let me maybe turn off my. No, it doesn't. It's blurry. Yes.
is it? But you. Is it? Is it starting? Is it blurry?
I know. I mean, I can see the scraper running around your page, but we don't see what it's scraping. You see? Now it's yes. Now it's clear.
Okay, yeah, it just takes a minute for that thing to clear. So
Okay.
what you're seeing here is this extension itself. So up here in the top, I activated the extension and turned on the
Mm-hmm.
search for a specific keyword. So I'm just looking at Las Vegas roofing right
Right.
now, right?
Right.
But it's what it's doing is it's searching that specific area inside
Right.
of Google Maps. So
Mm-hmm.
right here where it's red, you can see the ones that it's actually doing at that moment or the ones it's done, and it's just grabbing all the information they can find on the actual um, extension. It's or not the extension, but inside of the listing.
Right.
And so it'll run. Like you see, it'll run as long as you have this page open. So you just let it sit and it'll do its search. Now, personally, myself, I do not want to call a bunch of people or email anybody that is not interested
Mhm.
in advertising or marketing because I sell marketing or advertising services to businesses
Right.
and software. So if I'm going to reach out to a roofing contractor, I want to make sure that the roofing contractor has money. I
Mm-hmm.
want to make sure that the roofing contractor is actually in business, or if they are in business, they have the desire to spend money on their business because you can't sell somebody something they don't want.
Right.
And so what I found is one, Google is a good place to find those individuals,
Mm-hmm.
but there's certain characteristics of these individuals that you can find from these different things that we're pulling off of the listing and from their website that
Mm-hmm.
will help you identify even better people to reach out to. So not just calling the people who are on the first or second page of Google, but maybe looking at certain individuals that have certain extensions on their site or that have the certain amount of reviews or those types of things.
Right. So it's running good. So
Yeah.
okay. Do you guys do let Mia? You're saying it's still blurry. Is it clear now? He's watching from YouTube.
Yeah. So, anyways, the leads are what's nice about the leads, like I said, is these are fresh.
Right.
You're not grabbing an old database. You're
Mm-hmm.
not grabbing from something that is going to be outdated. These are in real time and based off of the what's most recent, like what the business is, where things are in the business right now. And
Right.
that's what I was saying. I mean, personally, I've generated tens of thousands of dollars in business off of this already,
Mm-hmm.
just from the last 3 months of us using it.
Right.
Um, just going and grabbing the list and what we do is we give our agents access to this and they can pull their own leads
Mm-hmm.
and just go in and call whoever they want. if they're working in a roofing contractors, if they're working in solar, if they're working with car dealerships, working with pest control, you name it. You just go in here
Mm-hmm.
and grab a list. Now, for me, like I don't want, like I said, tens of thousands of leads. I want hundreds or even, maybe a couple thousand leads from
Mm-hmm.
people who are really good candidates.
Mm-hmm.
So we found that, Google has been a really, really good source for that.
Right.
Now, obviously, Google is great, but
Mm-hmm.
they're not the only game in town. There are other places where you can go online and find businesses that may not have put themselves on Google yet.
Mm-hmm.
One of the other sources that we found that has been a really good source has been Yellow Pages.
Right.
And so we also added an option for you to go into Yellow Pages as well. So I'm going to show you how that works.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, what you would do
Mm-hmm.
is just like how on Google you put in your keyword. Actually, with Google you put in the city and the keyword, but for Yellow Pages you put in the keyword and then the city and state. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to type in roofing,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to do Las Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
Nevada, and then I'm going to hit search.
Mm-hmm.
And then what you'll see is it'll go to uh, okay. So for some reason it's no search. Let's look at roofers. There we go.
Maybe
Okay, so
roofing company.
whoops.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look for a category. For some reason, roofers is not there. Let's look. Roofing contractors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's try that again.
Maybe you should put Las Vegas, comma Nevada. I don't know.
That is so strange. Well, it was just working a couple of days ago, but for some reason they're saying no results are here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Roofing contractors, Las Vegas.
let me try. Oops. So it is possible. I wonder if they changed their search string so it would cause that issue. It does happen sometimes, and we might need to update it. Let me
Okay.
try it. Let me try it one more time here. Roofing. Okay, there it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason it was, I don't know, that was weird. Roofing contractor. So now you can see here it's doing its search. But basically, same exact thing as Google. You can see these different get things turning yellow.
Yeah. It's searching.
right. So it's going in and it's searching those listings as well. It's a little
Right.
bit faster on Yellow Pages than Google because Google doesn't give us the friction. I mean,
Yeah.
sorry, Yellow Pages doesn't give us the friction that Google does.
That's yeah.
So, and one thing I will say I've found with Yellow Pages is there's a whole lot more listings
Right.
on Yellow Pages.
Mm-hmm.
So you could get literally hundreds of people like within a pretty quick amount of time.
Right. Any
But
questions,
again,
guys? You can ask any questions, and it's very straightforward. I'll talk about the pricing. If you go on digitalthing.io, the deal is live. It's only $97. For those of you who are here, you're gonna get 10% off once you go inside the platform. Uh, Now, I'm gonna make it very clear that we have some of the countries during the redemption process. We found out that they only have few countries there that can redeem now. No problem. Even if you buy the deal now, you can have it redeemed hopefully by Monday, Tuesday, once they have a fix for it. Which means they had a problem with the redemption process because they only put specific countries for the phone numbers that you can verify. They just want to make sure that everybody is using is legit and not abusing the platform. Okay. So yeah, it's 71 leads. I can see that 72. That's crazy. Yeah. So it's very helpful tool. It saves you a lot of time for sure.
yeah. So now I'm going to stop this, but I want to show again back over in the system itself.
Yeah.
I lost my place there. I'll go back. Maybe I closed it.
Yeah.
But in if you go into the system once you log in, you'll
Mhm.
see there's a few other things that we've done
Right.
to help you with these leads once you get them. So again, once you get in, it's starting to do its searching. You'll be able to see all of the information in here. It takes a little bit of time for all of the info to update,
Right.
but once it's updated, because it's searching live, but once it's all updated, you can come in here and you can export these leads. Like you can export these leads, download them, I'm sorry, right onto your desktop in the CSV.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you are a Hot Prospector user, it does integrate with Hot Prospector. So if you come over here, oh, sorry, that's Twilio.
Mm-hmm.
If you go in here to Hot Prospector and connect it, you'll have the ability to um,
To
push
connect
the leads.
push
Push,
the into hot perspective. Why did you have
yeah,
a video there?
I'll tell you about that in a second.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, so if you go in here to the leads, like one of the things that's nice about this, right? You don't you don't have to push each list one at a time. What we
Mm-hmm.
did was make it so like if you have all these different roofing searches that you've done, like
Right.
this,
Right.
you've got like roofing, 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 right? Once you've searched and found all of the leads, then you can push them all in one specific push.
Mm, that's good.
Yeah.
So that's a good question coming from some of the users here, some of the customers. What is the possibility that Google or Yellow Pages flags the crawling process as a bot and blocks the IP address? Any measures implemented to avoid if this happens?
Yeah, I mean, Google, so the only way that you're going to be able to do that is if you have some kind of um, a proxy or something on your server, or I mean, on your on your own specific system.
Right.
But I'll tell you, I've been searching, like usually, like if you're not doing like hundreds of thousands of searches, if you're not doing tens of thousands of searches in a day, it seems to be fine. I mean, I've pulled, a, I don't know, 5 to 8,000 leads in a day
Right.
and used those and had no issues with Google blocking me. Period. I don't have a Chrome extent. I don't have a
Any
proxy.
any plans in place in case that happens?
There is nothing you can do except for change your IP address.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I mean it's using your own IP address. I mean you could, because it's a Chrome extension, you can use like a VPN, I guess, like Hide My Ass or one of those guys,
Yeah.
to change your IP address. But I don't think it's that sensitive as where like after like even 10 or 20 searches,
Right.
that it's going to block you on Google. It because like a one IP address would search on Google for a lot, lots of different searches depending on what kind of a uh, who's using that IP. For example, if it's a business, they might have a lot of people. Like if it's a coffee shop, they might have a lot of people in there searching. So they're not like so sensitive to where if you're just doing a little bit of searching, they're going to block you. I haven't had any problems, and we've got decent amount. I launched this to my customers first,
Right.
and they have not had any issues either. I haven't been hearing from people that are getting blocked.
Okay, good. So you can hear that. So a lot of you guys who are using Hot Prospector here as well, it's gonna make your life easy because now you can easily connect Hot Prospector and push it into that. So I was gonna ask about the question about the having the Twilio integration there.
Yeah, so we're actually in the process of giving you the ability to look up numbers.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
So you'll have the ability to put your Twilio in here, and then you can look up numbers to see if they're a mobile number.
Ah, that's good. So then will that once that goes into Hot Prospector already knows it's a mobile or
Well, it'll be flagged as a mobile number, and
yeah.
so once it's flagged as a mobile number, then you'll know it's not a just a landline.
Right. And somebody says, does the extension have an ability to set the time interval in between the search? This is just, I think, uh, somebody to be cautious about, a precaution for getting blocked from Google or something.
Now, I mean, it doesn't have the time interval between search, but as you can see when it does its searching, it's not going very fast.
Yeah.
Like it's going at a steady pace. It's a slower pace,
Right.
but yeah, doesn't have a we don't have any uh, need actually to put in an interval.
Excellent. Those are good questions. Any more questions? Okay, in terms of the pricing, you can go and see this is I'm gonna share my screen quickly for you guys to see.
Yeah, should I stop my screen or
Yeah, you can keep it. I think it will override. Let me show them.
I
Okay, so here's the deal. It's called lead dump right here, and you can see also the video explanation of how it works. I took Mark's video of how he did that. It's only $97. Now you're getting this for lifetime, and there's unlimited leads plan. Basically, that's what the platform offers. There's no different plans. It's one license for that, and then you can use this on two different IP addresses per license. Is that that's what we talked, right?
Yeah, two different IPs. So
Right.
if you have like a person working for you and you need them to have access to it, then they can have access to it as
Yeah,
well.
as always, we have the 30 days money back, guarantee that if you feel like it's not working for you, anything going wrong, you can refund it, no problem. And we only have actually limited codes. So if they are sold out, we we're done, right? That's it. As soon as we sell those codes, and it's only 200 licenses we're selling actually, just so to be clear. And all the information about what it does is there. There's that CRM that we just talked about. It's very powerful. You have all the information there. You can tell if it has SSL checks, if it is WordPress or not, any other information about reputation management, because it also pulls in the number of reviews from Google, My Business, so you can actually offer anything to do with reputation management. How is that coming? That module on Hot Prospector? Uh,
Yeah, that module is live, but well, it's alive, but we had some problems with Google approving our app. So
mhm.
that they did approve it, but we're doing some QA testing on it
Okay.
before we yeah.
Yeah, so you have the now the reviews coming from Google My Business. Already that person who has trouble with this, and you can reach out to them. You get all the leads there. So it's
Mhm.
a very, very powerful platform. And then of course integration with Hot Prospectors there. Um, and definitely, so take a look, guys. It's something we needed actually. Everybody who's using Hot Prospector needs this. There was few days ago, I don't know if you guys know, I was talking to Mark about this. somebody was launching another tool that looks like some common common things with Hot Prospector. Of course, not as powerful in terms of the calling features. Those it was Lead Connect, something like that .com, and what I found out is like I was like, oh, this is good. This looks good, but then they don't allow you to import any leads into the platform. And so, if you actually are using Hot Prospector with this tool, think about it. You can easily just connect everything, or you can upload directly all the files. I mean, the CSV file. So that's the power of Hot Prospector, where you can have all this, leads coming in very fast. Right. Any questions that you have, please ask.
Yeah, so can I talk about a couple
Sure,
things?
sure, sure. Yeah, let me share.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, I don't have to share the screen.
yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Talk about
I can put on my camera. Okay, so a couple things that we're in the process of doing.
it. Hmm.
One, I first added Google,
Hmm.
and then we added Yellow Pages.
Hmm.
The next step that we're going to be adding, which should be in April, we're going to be adding Yelp to the list as well. So it'll already do Google, it'll already do Yellow Pages. We're going to add Yelp. And there'll probably be some additional searches that people will probably want to make their, to get any type of business that you want. But if there's ideas or suggestions that people have on that, I would definitely love to get those. So you can have every type of directory that you can think of that is going to get you good quality lists.
Hmm.
Because if you want them, I'm sure everybody else will want them too. For
Right,
obviously within reason. I mean, there's certain directories that just aren't worth searching.
right.
But yeah, so Yelp is coming, and I think that one's going to be a really big one.
Yeah. So if you have Hot Prospector and a lead dump together, you can run a fully functional agency with no problem. You can offer all kind of services, outsource them to somebody else to do the work. You can be your own agency. It looks like now, really, very very easy. So, any other questions, guys? Any other questions?
So this is so easy. We don't have a lot of people that have any questions.
Good. Yeah. Well, this is straightforward. Yeah, a lot of you guys, it's very clear. You can take a look at the website, read it. Um,
One other thing too, I forgot to mention. So we are doing the Yelp, and the next thing is the website accessibility. Because a lot of people are selling that now. These
ADA compliant, yeah,
yeah, the ADA compliance. So
right.
we already started working on that. We have a pretty basic level that we're testing at this point, which will give you at least a good flag, that whether or not you should look into that website a little bit more. So when you're looking at the website and with our extension and it finds that the company does not have ADA compliance, you would easily be able to reach out to them as well.
Right.
So
Excellent. Any more questions? If there's none, then we can definitely call it a day. Thank you so much, Mark, for joining us.
my
Well,
pleasure.
if we need you, we'll schedule maybe another call. This is not a hard product to navigate. It's not like Hot Prospector where we have to go through different things. But yeah, this is good. All right. Thank you so much. Thanks for your time. And
Thank you.
hopefully you can fix the redemption thing for those other
Yeah,
candidates
yeah, for sure.
by Monday. Hopefully. Yeah. I don't see any more questions. Okay. Thank you.